Hi, I'm Andy Glass at Glass Impressions. Recently I built a dust collection cart featuring Rockler's 1 horsepower Dust Right dust collector, and since then I want to specifically dedicate that dust collection system to my CNC. The problem is the dust boot accessory for the CNC Shark only accepts a 2.5-inch shop vac hose. Today we're going to build this dust boot featuring a 4-inch dust port and a magnetic bottom plate. Stick around, hope you enjoy.
I start out by securing a sheet of high-density plastic to my CNC surface with 4 aluminum hold-downs. I use the CNC Shark zeroing plate to perfectly set my Z-axis. I start with a 1/8 inch spiral bit to drill holes that will be used as pilot holes for screws that will hold the brushes in place. I found that I needed to turn down the RPMs when drilling these holes to prevent excess heat buildup. Now I switch to a 1/4 inch spiral bit to complete the rest of the cuts. First, the program will cut the holes used for the dust hose, and then it'll cut the access hole for the router to go through. This high-density plastic was tough to contain without a dust boot on the CNC. The shavings had static electricity and would stick to everything. Next, the program milled holes for the mounting bolts and then larger holes in the bottom plate to fit over the locking nuts that would secure the top plate. After that was complete, it moved to mill a groove that the brushes would sit in. If you look closely, you can see the screw pilot holes are perfectly placed on the edge of the groove. Next, it will mill pockets for the magnets that go in. On the top plate, it will mill a shallow pocket, and on the bottom plate, it will mill completely through the material. After the magnet pockets are complete, it will do a profile cut and cut out the parts. I use tabs to keep the part in place and use a box cutter to cut through the tabs. At the edge sander, I can remove the exterior tabs. For the tabs inside the circles, I have to go to my spindle sander. With the top and bottom plate cleaned up, I can attach the magnets using 5-minute epoxy. On the top plate, I program the pocket to be a little deeper than the magnet thickness. I will make sure the magnet is seated all the way in. Then on the bottom plate, I place the magnets a little proud of the surface. This will allow the magnets not only to make contact with each other, but it will also allow them to register the bottom plate to the top plate, keeping it from shifting. With the epoxy cured, I can measure the length of the brushes I will need. I purchased the brushes online and mount them in my vise. I use a hacksaw to cut them to the proper length. I mount the brushes using square drive screws through the 1/8 inch pilot holes we had the CNC mill earlier. Here you can see the screw not only applies down pressure, but also the cone-shaped head pushes the brush to the exterior. I mount the top plate using 4 bolts on my CNC carriage. Those magnets really snap the 2 plates together. I mount a swivel connection on the top to allow the hose to swivel. This will help take the pressure off the gantry and also keep the hose from kinking.
I hope you guys enjoyed this CNC project. Let me know below if you have any questions or comments, or if you're interested in the cutting files for this dust boot. If you guys enjoyed this video, please smash the like button, share, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.